What is a tree that can fit in your palm?
I have no idea.
This nigga said it was a palm tree.
Wow, fuck out of here with that shit. Like, bro.
And then I'm moving a lot of black people here. We take the property value all the way fucking down.
You made one fucking stuff.
You know,
nigga.
It's not really worth the energy.
Yeah.
Mostly. I don't it's a very vain.
Weird.
Essence. Yeah. That's how I feel when I get on it. Be like every time I get on it.
Hey, mamacita, muy bonito. Baby, I got it. Like Mama Africa, you just way too bad. You the top, make a man go mad. You just way too bad. You the top, make a man wanna spend that bag.
Yeah, true.
Got me so in love with you,
because they were recording.
on fire. Got a nigga singing like la 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 la.
I know
Let that shit go.
we
Act like that, you gotta let that shit go.
48 laws of power.
Hello, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Zanza Cast. Today, we got...
Different shit, right?
Oh,
It's
what
the
the fuck?
in-between stuff. Like, it's, you know, there's,
Yeah, I
you
think
know,
we're going to do more of the in-between
fashion.
Yeah.
And then entrepreneurship
Yeah.
and everything in
And
between.
everything in between.
So we're doing the in-between today again.
Call us the in-betweeners. That was a Dad Joke Express. What are we going to be talking about today? Clearly, both of us are incapable of explaining what's going to happen. So could you try?
Yeah, well, wait.
Give it a gander.
Wait.
I would like to hear your thoughts on the mentality of an entrepreneur and how to find the mental balance in the whole journey.
Yeah, that's a packed one, bro. Are we talking about it from like the perspective of what qualities and skills and stuff like that you need to have? Or are we just talking about like strictly mental shit?
Go both.
Yeah, I'm going to just go mentality, straight mentality.
Skid.
Like, I think in order for you to, like, you know, have any kind of longevity as an entrepreneur, you just have to have, I'm betting the house on this kind of mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be no half.
You can't go half-assed.
You know what I mean? You can't be like, maybe not, whatever not. Because a lot of the times you are going to need to just take a leap of faith.
Yeah, that's
And
facts.
it's like...
It's a lot not knowing where you're going.
Exactly.
But going anyway. So.
And I mean, like, you have an idea, you have a product, you have whatever it is, and you believe in it, then you just have to, like, stand on that. Because,
Man said
like...
stand on that.
No, on God.
You
like,
took it back to the trenches. I stand on that shit,
You know what I
fam.
mean?
Yeah.
But you have to, because, like, if you don't, then you've already, like, diminished the potential of whatever it is you're doing. Let's say, for example, if I'm going to sell you a cup, and I say, you know what, this is a good cup, I think you should buy it. Yeah? As opposed to me saying to you, bro, this is the best fucking cup you'll ever get. Which one would you buy? The guy who thinks that it's a good cup, you should buy it? Or like the guy's gonna tell you this is the best cup?
The guy who has an emotional angle is the guy that's gonna get me.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. Like
Yeah,
if I tell you it's a good cup, you should buy it. It's like I'm negotiating. It's like I'm trying
that
to
shit.
get you to a place that like I'm not even like I'm not there.
I'm with you.
You know?
I'm with
But
you.
if I approach you and I'm like, yo, this is the best cup, like you gonna look at me like, what the fuck give you the balls to look at me and tell me like
That's the
that this is
best
the
cup.
best cup?
Oh.
And this is where mentality comes in.
But this one's definitely the best cup on the planet.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If you have the confidence to sell whatever it is you're selling or promote whatever it is you're promoting in a way that makes me believe that you believe in it, you got me. If you sound half-hearted, if you sound like, you know, I'm gonna be like, why you iffy though? That's your shit. Like that is what you...
You gotta come to correct.
know what I mean?
Stand on that shit. That's it.
You have to be like, fuck it. Like, you take a leap of faith, and sometimes, even if you're not sure of where it's going, you have to exude a certain amount of confidence.
Yes.
Because I'll draw a parallel.
So-
DJ Khaled. Listen, DJ Khaled don't make no songs.
He ain't never made a song in his life.
You know what I mean? But every time you hear, like, DJ Khaled,
You know
be
it's
like,
a slapper.
exactly.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I mean?
shit-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit gonna go.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because
that
like
shit gonna go.
once you hear him, it's just like, no, this shit about to blow. Like
No.
I'm like,
I mean, it's DJ Khaled.
and that's the only thing you hear from it. You either hear another one or DJ Khaled.
I like another
That's
one.
what you hear from this motherfucker. Like, you ain't heard DJ Khaled sing or rap one fucking line in any song.
You don't need to.
But you hear another one, or you hear DJ Khaled, and like,
Another one.
you know how much weight he conveys in just those words.
Hey man, I've been following Khaled ever since, like, for most of it.
But you want to know the craziest thing?
Every time that tag comes on, it says another one. It's DJ Khaled. I'm like, yep.
You know the crazy thing?
No.
Like, there's a backstory for DJ Khaled that most people don't know.
Okay.
Like, DJ Khaled actually started out as, and we've talked about this before in the previous podcast, what disc jockey means. Anyways.
I know what it means now.
Anyways.
Yeah, I learned something.
But he actually started out, and in Jamaica, like, Jamaica has what you call a sound clash culture. And
I know about that still.
yeah, and sound clash is basically a more potent version of what they ripped off and made into verses. Yeah? Because most people don't even know, like, verses is actually a ripoff of sound clashing in Jamaica.
I hear you.
And that's where, like, two sound systems face off. And
Yeah,
it's
see who
just
is-
straight bullets, bro. It's like, I'm gonna play the hardest fucking Sizzler you ever heard. And this man's like, Sizzler, I have the hardest Monte Killer you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
And they keep going at it, and like, then the crowd basically votes on who.
Who they think won.
Exactly. And Versus is a copy of Sound Clash culture in Jamaica.
This nigga took a tangent, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's a tangent. It's a tangent. I know.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to get at is that DJ Khaled actually has his roots in Sound Clash culture.
Okay. So
And
I've never really understood his connection with Jamaica still.
but that's the
I
thing.
love Jamaica, bro.
He was like from like round about 1994.
Okay.
He was a DJ. He was actually a real fucking DJ.
Okay.
And so he was very
In the States.
in the States, but he was very much involved in the sound clash culture.
Okay.
And he knew like a lot of his connections. Like, who else could just go to Jamaica, do a song with like Bounty Killer, do a song with Sizzler.
Honestly, I don't know anybody
You know
else
me.
other than Khaled.
And that's because he was known before he became known. Yeah, because he was a part of the sound clash scene.
I'm with it.
And so he made a lot of, acquaintances
with people.
and connections in that space.
Okay.
And so then he moved, more or less from that space into a more mainstream producer kind of thing.
I'm with him.
And that's how DJ Khaled became what DJ Khaled is now.
Yeah.
And
One of my favorite personalities, I'm be honest. DJ Khaled
Bro.
is hilarious, bro. That man's funny.
Bro.
I wake up and I see like a little video of DJ Khaled on like Instagram or whatever. Makes my whole fucking day.
Bro.
That guy's hilarious.
I wouldn't say that he has no talent, but for a guy with the limited amount of talent that he has,
His shoe is stretched.
he is punching above his weight, bro. This man is punching above his weight
That guy
and
drops-
winning.
he
That's
drops
the
a-
craziest
He drops
thing.
an album every year. And he goes number 1 too.
This man is punching above his weight and winning, bro.
Khaled,
But it's confidence. You see me? It's a mentality. In his head, I am dropping a number 1 album.
yeah, it's gonna slap.
Like, imagine, this is a man that don't write no songs. He don't sing nothing. He don't rap nothing at all.
I would love to hear like a verse from him though. Still, like just for that. For the
Bro, I
culture.
don't know that I
For the
would want
vibes.
to. I don't know that I would want to.
might
But
be
this
hard.
is a man that does nothing. Creatively speaking, the only thing that DJ Khaled does is get people in the same room.
That is a talent, bro.
That is, yeah,
That is a
it is
serious
a talent.
talent.
It is a talent. But what
Yeah.
I mean is that his own talent, so to speak, in terms of like what he ends up producing or putting out into the world, yeah, none of it is actually him.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So he's not singing, he's not rapping, he's not making the beats. And like in the beginning, he was actually working on production. Nowadays, DJ Khaled doesn't even do the production.
Would you say like he's really good at making connections? That is also a talent.
It is a talent. No, but when
And
I
also as an entrepreneur, like without that one, you are in the shits.
true, but what I was getting at is that the actual product, then, which would be a song, Like he has almost zero input.
I know I hear he's a really good producer, bro. Like he has a really good ear for sound.
But he doesn't produce anymore.
No, I mean he doesn't need to.
He
like
outsources.
Yeah.
Anyways, the whole point being like the mentality that you have to have, regardless of what you're doing, as long as you're an entrepreneur, the mentality that you have to have is that I would buy this. So if I have that mentality that I would buy this, then I can sell it.
Makes sense. You believe in the product.
Exactly.
You believe in yourself too, all at the same time.
But that starts here.
Yeah, it does.
If you don't if you're not convinced yourself that I will buy something,
Yeah, you'll be
then
hard
you
pressed to
can't
convince
somebody else to buy it.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
So that is a very important aspect of like whatever you're doing, like you have to believe in what you are doing before you can get anybody else to believe in it.
That will make sense. What you gotta say?
It makes sense that you have to believe in your company, in your business, and you have to be confident that this is something that will succeed.
And
But
also,
it's also very natural that you have doubts and
Of course,
fear of
but that's the
failure.
part
How
that you
do
hide.
handle that?
That's the part that you hide. Whatever doubt that you have, yeah, this is where, like I mentioned earlier, like the leap of faith comes in. Yeah? You will always have doubts, and you're stupid if you don't have doubts. Because at the end of the day, you are investing whatever it is that you're building, you're investing your capital, you're investing your time, you're investing
Mental
your creativity, mental resources.
Your
There
money,
is so much that goes into whatever the final product becomes that most people don't see. And a lot of that, if you don't have any kind of uncertainty, you are stupid. At the very least, if you're not stupid, then you are an exceedingly positive person that should not be doing business, because you must temper your enthusiasm.
you're an optimist.
No, but I mean,
A negative
not
optimist.
even an optimist. Like, but you are beyond cuckoo, in my opinion, if you cannot temper your optimism and your projections in your head and all of these kind of things with a hint of reality and just a little bit of understanding that things will never go as perfectly as you think.
Doubts are very normal, and the fear of failure is quite normal. I would take myself as an example. It's so many times that I do question my own decisions, you know? Like, is that how I want it? Is it how I planned it? Am I executing this correctly? All these kind of things. But like, once you get past that point and you get actual proof that the product is doing what you thought it would do, that is the confidence that pushes you through. That is what helps you get through this shadow of doubt. When I started out with this project, like, it was just like, bro, if I sell one shirt, just one.
Hey,
You know,
you out the gate. You out the
no, I'm
gate.
saying,
Like, I'm out
if
the
I
gate.
sell just one shirt, I'm out of the fucking gate.
I'm
bro.
out the gate.
Just
It's like,
one.
it's cool.
And then you end up selling a bunch of shirts, you know?
And then you're like,
But
I could really do this.
I could really do this, but it didn't come without a bunch of doubts. Like, is somebody else gonna look at this and want it? Is it just so many questions? But my advice to you is just like, you're gonna have doubts.
This
But
is
believe in your product, man. Just know that whatever you created, it is a representation of you, how you feel, your skill, and everything like that. And somebody out there would definitely appreciate it for
But
what it is.
this is
Do
another
not
thing.
Talk yourself out of a blessing, man.
I don't think like this is mentioned enough, and it's important that whoever you are, a creative in whatever sense, or just in general, actually, like an entrepreneur, and it goes beyond that, but just, you know, for all intents and purposes, I'll just use that little narrow group. Imposter syndrome is a hell of a thing.
Oh yeah, it is.
And most people, and this is again a part of the mental struggle, because like imposter syndrome will have you feeling like this is not good enough.
Yeah.
I can't do this. You know, I don't have the skills for this.
Yeah.
And the thing is that being an entrepreneur is learning on the job every single fucking day. It is not something that you get you won't get a template.
There's never a template.
You won't follow any kind of course of action that will make you feel comfortable 100% of the time.
Big facts. I got
You know-
mentors, and all they can tell me is like, they will just give me the information or give me the bits and pieces that they think that I need. But after that, I gotta go figure it out by myself.
But even with all of these bits and pieces, and even with a mentor, and even with people like, you know, in your camp believing in you and believing in what you're doing, it does not negate your own feelings of being not good enough,
No, it doesn't.
not you know, being up to par and not compare. Like, you will always compare yourself to something else. You will always see something else that is better.
Or you think it's better.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
you
Think.
Yeah.
Think again. The
That's what
mental
you-
struggle.
Yeah, that's what you think because
You
like
know?
we're all like as people, we're all unique and we got a very unique set of skills and a very unique way of seeing things. It's never really the same. So like, if you made a T-shirt you thought was fire,
No, my shit would be fire. Fuck
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck you mean?
and I made, and I made a T-shirt, and we were gonna sell this to a group of people.
I would sell
Oh,
more.
if that was presented to a group of
I would
people,
sell more.
probably.
Might just burn me. Like, probably.
No, I have no horse in this race, but probably.
Damn, bro.
What I'm saying is, when people experience the two pieces of items, there's two items that we bring to the table, that we notice a difference in how it's presented and how it was created. That is our unique or innate abilities that we have inside of us that are coming out. And people tend to recognize the subtle differences in between products. So it's like, no, my point here is this. None of us is the same. We all have a very unique way of looking at things, unique way of solving problems and everything like that. So your solution will probably not look the same as mine and vice versa. So do what you do and stand on that shit because you are unique and nobody can replicate that shit. And for as long as you believe that is what you want to do, I promise you that shit will go out there and do what you think you will.
But I'll go even a step further. Because, like, you've never met, or I've never met, anyways, anybody who's just like, I like Prince, but I don't fuck with Michael Jackson.
It's
You know what I mean?
never the case, really.
Like, if we're going to use, like, people from both eras that was doing exactly the same thing, or from the same era that was doing the same thing, Prince and Michael Jackson were making music around about the same time. And there's people who fuck with Prince, there's people who fuck with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But it's nobody is like exclusively, I fuck with Prince, fuck Michael Jackson. It's more like, all right, Prince
is
may be
cool,
your favorite.
but Mike is also cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So in the creative process, like, one does not exclude or negate the other.
They're not mutually exclusive.
And that basically means that, like, even if you might think that, or some people, again, the music analogy, some people might think Prince is better than Michael Jackson. Some people might think that Michael Jackson is better than Prince. But it's still music and they will still listen to both.
Big facts.
You know what I mean? So whatever you're doing, whatever you're comparing yourself to, it don't mean that because somebody fuck with this, that they won't fuck with your shit.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
As a matter of fact, it might even be the opposite of what you think. You might think your shit is inferior and what you're comparing yourself to is superior. But the person who is consuming that product or whatever it is will look at it the other way. Of like, this might not be as popular as that, but I think this is better.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know?
The point is, if you don't believe in yourself and if you don't believe in what it is that you're trying to do, it will never work out. Just point blank period, that's it.
Damn.
That's it. You have to be your own biggest supporter. You have
to be your biggest fan. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta be your biggest fan and you gotta show up and show out. That's the only way that shit works out. Because not everyone's gonna believe in you and not everybody's gonna like your product. But you like it and you think it's great because you spend a lot of time doing it, you'll do well.
No, but stand on what the fuck you said from the beginning.
Big facts. What do you say?
I just remember that in earlier episodes, we've been talking about that you are very connected to the why. And we also talk a lot about purpose. Is that in some way connected to the whole mentality? To be purposeful?
But it has to be.
Absolutely. No, purpose / intention. And then the why. If my why is about fixing a problem that I deem important that needs to be dealt with, it means that I'm very deeply connected to why I'm doing what I'm doing. So that automatically means that whatever it is that I'm making means a lot to me. At that point, you don't even gotta worry so much about confidence. You are connected. You want the product I want. The minute you put it out there, you will probably do everything to make sure that it does what it's supposed to do because it's supposed to reach the people and actually solve the problem. So intention and your why, same thing really. They connected.
I'll go even a step further. Like,
where you going, bro?
This much.
Jamaicans do run fast. Jamaicans do run fast.
Nah, but I'll go a step further. Like, if you think about it, in order for you to have come to a conclusion that if we're going to make, you know, something into a problem, then, so to speak, that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I mean that's how that game works.
Yeah, if you've come to that point, you've come 90% of the way.
Big facts.
Because identifying a problem, acknowledging that you are the one to fix this problem, all of these things are more important than actually starting to come like with the solution.
Yes.
Because you could identify a problem, and this is the issue I have with a lot of people. They will say like, oh, this is fucked up. I don't like this, I don't like that, whatever not. I'm like, okay, what's your solution?
Yeah, what you doing about it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't like my solution, so what you got to offer?
You could identify a problem all the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But you have not yet made up your mind to try and solve it.
No.
Yeah? Let alone actually going beyond just making up your mind to solve it, but to actually put words into action. You know what I mean? And there is a whole plethora of...
Man said plethora. Did you have to, bro?
Like every time I talk,
no, it's all right,
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Listen, anyways, but yes, there are a whole bunch of people. Simplified.
Layman,
yeah, layman terms. No, but there are a whole bunch of people who are so quick to find problems and point them out. Yeah? But they would never think that I could solve this problem, let alone get to the point of actually creating the solution. So they can't even get to the point where they can think like, I could be the one to solve this.
Make big facts.
You know? Yeah. So it's so much mental work that actually goes into becoming a problem solver.
Weird.
Anybody can find a problem and point it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like us, like the brand that I run, Sanze. I know that was gonna be the next question, so I'm preemptively dealing with that before we get there. What problem are we solving?
Man's a preemptive.
Yeah. No problem. Are we solving?
We're solving the problem of not having people who are a part of something bigger than what they see around them.
Big facts.
You know?
And also,
like, you create something that is a movement. And that's one of the things I actually like with Zanza. It's like,
you like the community idea.
Yeah, you could go to fucking Zara. You could buy a piece of clothing and just walk out to fucking Zara, and that's that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody from Zara is gonna be like, yo, what are you doing? What are you working on? You know?
They don't really give back in any...
They'll give you a
From
discount.
what I know,
They'll give you a
in a
discount.
meaningful
They'll
way.
give you a discount.
But I'm just gonna add to what you just said. The other problem that we fix is we have this problem of people not wanting to think for themselves. Here, Zanze, yeah, we are the exception to the rule. And basically what that means is we encourage individuality and standing outside of the norm. You gotta be your own person. That's what we do over here. That is our job. That is a problem that we fix.
Listen, you see, the problem with this is like I become like a deep thinker in this kind of fuckery. Yeah,
I think
it's like, you know, I'm like, am I my own person?
Yeah, you gotta think. It's not illegal yet.
Questioning my existence, I'm like, am I my own person?
I was gonna say though, we encourage individuality and standing outside of the norm. We create clothing.
Not too far outside of the norm though.
Oh, you can go as far as you want.
Really?
Yeah, for fuck's sake, man. Like, who's to tell you what your ceiling is? Do what you need to do.
Yeah,
for
true.
Yeah, it's important to have these core values and live through them, man. So, like, when it comes to what it is that Zanza produces and puts out there, we stand on that shit, bro. I stand on that stuff because I know why I'm here. I know what my purpose is. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a community and also trying to empower, especially young people, man. To start thinking for self and really see how they can better their life for good, though.